And the home opener is underway. Foul ball there. The 1-1. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That one missed. Betts hanging in there. He's a tough at bat. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
Ball 4,
so a leadoff walk.
Batting second, catcher Cal Raleigh.
No, ball.
And that's
No,
off
that's inside.
the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Swings through that one.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
The 2-1. That one fouled off. Backed off the plate that time. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Batting third, left fielder Rob
First and
Refsnyder.
second, no outs. Rob Refsnyder up next for the Mariners. Fouled off. He was late. Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta. Got him swinging for the K. And that is a big first out.
Freddie Freeman.
Ball.
Betts, the lead runner out at second. Raleigh over at first with one away. And that is out of play. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And this one looks like trouble. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie Albies.
And fouled off. Two on, two outs. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. A 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base hit! In from third is the tying run.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
In the air, left field. Hernandez has a beat on it. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Getting the nod in this one, Chris Sale. What do you look for here? Michael Harris II digs in now. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Takes it himself. 1 gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, right fielder, Eli White.
He swings and fouls one off. 0-1 now. Gets him to chase after that one.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Stays alive. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting third, first base.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt Olson will hit next. And a swing and a miss there.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Swings through that one, out in front that time. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. First pitch swinging. Ball 1 there. This one in the air, right field. Betts on the move. Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that'll do it. New inning getting started. And now for Seattle, Leo Rivas.
Nope, ball.
That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Base hit center field. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together for him. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Tap foul at the plate. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
No, that's down.
There's
Ball.
a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
That's a ball.
Man at second. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Donovan under this one. And there's one down. So digging in, Dominic Canzone. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fastball for a strike. He's trying for third. Got him swinging. Out at third. And that ends the inning. Bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Rivas takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
0-1. Hernandez getting the start in left. Batting sixth in today's lineup. And his on-base percentage this season is right around .390. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
This one in the air, center field. And there's two away. Sean Murphy gets a chance to hit. Way inside. Runner at second, two down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Inside.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out. On to the third inning. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Mookie Betts.
Ball, that's in.
Here's a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Dubon sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. And a foul ball. That one catches the zone. That's strike 2. And the sweeper misses. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Left fielder,
Rob Refsnyder up next for the Mariners. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
No, that's out. That's a ball.
To third, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. That is the inning. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. Sale back to work.
You know, these Braves definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Braves, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Just missed.
And this lineup has no choice but to make an adjustment in the second half of this game. They have to try something different if they want different results.
That one lifted to left. Ref Snyder takes it in for the out. And there are two down. So up next, Eli White. And a big swing and a miss.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at-bat, get deep, whatever it takes, get on first base.
Tied up here in the early going. That's off the mark, and the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Start of the fourth, and now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Freddie Freeman. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
No, that missed.
Fought off foul. Just off the inside edge.
There's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Oh, what a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Up next for Seattle, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here's a high chopper. But it kicks foul. 0-1. Swing and a miss.
That was straight queso right there.
On the ground, Dubon tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. Swanson digs in. Fly to left his first time. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Dubon fires over to first. And Swanson is set. Bottom of the fourth, now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. Chris Sale ready to get back to work.
That's inside. That's the ball.
The 1-0.
Foul.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Ball.
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2-2 now. Got him swinging.
Up next for the Braves, designated
And next
hitter,
is the designated hitter, Drake Baldwin. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. comes up empty. That's strike two.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Back at Truist Park and stepping in for the Mariners, Leo Rivas. This one in the air center field. Harris takes it in for the out. And there's one down. First offering way inside, almost got him. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
On the ground, right side. Dubon handles, throws to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. Hard hit, knocks it down. The tag, and he's out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss. That one outside. Ball 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Good job to fight that one off. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop, Brendan Donovan.
Not close with that one. Ball 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's a 1-1.
That's inside. Ball.
Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
In the air, left field. Refsnyder snags it on the run. Here's Sean Murphy cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy. Some slug to him. Matt Brash into the game.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
2 down, nobody on.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And he walked him.
Ball 4. Take your base.
That one in there across the letters. Right back to him on the mound. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Back here in Atlanta, and now for Seattle, Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Foul ball there. And a quick out, number one.
Well, a mistake right here
ball.
could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hernandez in position. Out number two. And here is Rob Refsnyder. Foul ball. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first. That ends the frame. Bottom of the sixth inning. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves. Michael Harris II. And there's a foul ball. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Goes down looking.
That's the ball.
All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And that gets down for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning. Here's Matt Olson down. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and great jump. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
That's the ball.
Just
No,
missed.
ball.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Man at second. Liner snagged it first.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman, Austin Riley.
That's the ball. That's inside.
The only
Ball, that's
adjustment he
outside.
needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Ball.
That's inside. Top of the zone for a called strike. And ball
Nope,
four,
ball
two
four.
aboard.
Take your base.
Go ahead run on base. Drake.
Now pitching to
The
Seattle,
left-hander on now. Jose A. Ferrer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way,
outside.
somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. Struck him. We go to the top of the seventh. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Well, these Mariners finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And he grounds one to the right side. Dubon to first.
Yeah!
One out. A key out
Up
to start
next
the
for
seventh.
Seattle, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Out towards right center field. Harris moving under this one. 2 up, 2 down. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
He was all over that one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Carrying well. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. The run comes in from second, and they take the lead in the seventh.
Back-to-back base hits. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside.
New pitcher for the break. Danny Young.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Randy Arozarena in the box now. Take strike one. Fastball right back to the mound. To first, that ends the inning. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now in for the Braves, Teoscar Hernandez. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2. Good eye right there.
That's the ball.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Line drive. And it's just foul. That was close. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Teoscar goes down on strikes.
Up next for the Braves, the shortstop, Brendan Donovan.
And that one fouled off. High fly ball, right field. Betts under it. And there's 2 down. So here's Murphy now. He is struck out and he is walked. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off down the right side. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now it's the Mariners DH, Dominic Canzone. First pitch just misses.
Ball.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Victor Robles. Pulls that one foul. Young, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015.
Inside. Ball.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Got it. And one gone. So back to the top of the order. Mookie Betts now at the plate. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. What a stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Swings through that.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, we've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now here is Rob Refsnyder, center field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back at Truist Park, bottom of the 8th. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Edward Bizardo takes over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a miss at a slider.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The Mariners trying to hold a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the 0-1. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And it's safe. It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Outside.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's Matt Olson. He's already homered in this game. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Up next for the Braves, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Late swing fouled off. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. That one missing inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. That one misses, and it's 3-2. This one in the air, center field. Arozarena gets there. He's under it. And that ends the inning. Back here at it. Atlanta. We go to the 9th. Freddie Freeman getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. Here's your 1. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
It's a pretty good pitch down and away, but an even better job to go down there and get it while driving it to the opposite field for the base hit.
To the right side. Into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And here comes Dansby Swanson. 1 for 3. The 0-1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. And they turn the double play.
Next for Seattle, third baseman, Leo Levi.
Into center. That's a base hit. Run scores.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top of the 9th.
Hey!
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Bottom 9. So here's the Braves designate. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
Okay, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
And now the 0-1.
Outside. That's the ball.
fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And that just misses.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking a bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Braves down to their final out. And next for Atlanta, Brendan Donovan. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. And that one fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. And the 0-2. In the air out to center. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So they turn to their closer, Andres Munoz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone.
Got him. Ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Back like they never left. Yeah. Whoa. I'm getting more money than ever, baby. Yeah. I said the windows tinted, it ain't rented. I'm winning. Baby was with it in mid-sentence. I feel it. Hustling, no bad. I did it. It's just the beginning. I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line. I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close. That's in vogue. Getting Douglas with my dogs till it's through the walls. I done drove everything. Fiskars to Nissans. Don't do it.